Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles. Today we're going to be talking about my man, Dame Time Lillard. We're going to talk about what makes him so great. So, if it's your first time to the channel, welcome you to the channel, Dreamers Pro. Let's go. So, today we're talking about Damian Lillard and what makes him so great. So, first of all, let's just say, Damian Lillard was actually drafted as the first overall pick, in the first round as the 6th overall pick by the Portland Trail Blazers. Since being drafted, he's gone on to be a 4-time All-Star, All-NBA player, and Rookie of the Year when he first hit NBA Rookie of the Year in 2013. Now let's talk about what makes Damian Lillard so great. First things first, his handling. Damian Lillard is a magician with the hands. He has a very good handling for his size. As a point guard, he's about 6'3", weighing about 200 pounds or so, and he's really quick on his feet. He's really nimble. But because of his ball handling skills, he's really good at breaking down defenses and really scoring from different positions on the floor. So that's what makes him really good as a point guard. He has the necessary skill as a ball handler to be able to handle the ball really well. That's his first skill. The second skill is his shooting ability. Now, Damian Lillard seems to have limitless range. And how do we know that? You saw it. All of us saw it in the last year in the playoffs when he hit the shot over Paul George to go ahead and win win that series. He knocked over Paul George pretty much from half court, a step back 3-point shot. So he has like limitless range. And after he hit that shot, Paul George was just like, that was a bad shot. I don't care what anybody says, but for Damian Lillard, it was a great shot. Now, Damian Lillard, the reason they call him Dame Time is because he is clutch. We all know this. He has hit game-winning shots to win series in the playoffs. That's how clutch he is, and he did it again last year when he hit that shot over Paul George to send the Oklahoma City Thunder home. Now, the funniest thing about Damian Lillard is that he's probably one of the best kept secrets in the NBA, because whenever we're talking about the best players in the world, Damian always comes in at sort of the end of everybody's list, and in some cases, people don't even mention him. You talk about James Harden, you talk about Giannis, you talk about Kawhi, you talk about LeBron, talk about Kevin Durant, Kyrie, and then somewhere down the line, we start talking about Damian Lillard. And why is that? I think one of the reasons that is because of the way he plays. He plays with the Portland Trail Blazers. Now, the Portland Trail Blazers are not like, the Lakers or the Knicks or the Boston Celtics. They're not as popular as those teams, so they don't really get a lot of media attention. I think if Damian Lillard actually played with the Lakers or one of these teams, he would get a lot more media attention, and his name will be a lot more globalized around the world. More people will be talking about him. But he sort of just stays to what he does, and he just actually signed a contract with the Portland Trail Blazers because he's a homer. He said, I want to stay with this team. I want to finish my career with this team. So he's one of those people that wants to play long-term with this particular team that he's with, and I think a lot of NBA players respect him for that. Another thing is that Damian Lillard is really tough. He's a really gritty, tough basketball player. So you see him going back and forth. Like last year, you saw him join back and forth with Russell Westbrook. He didn't take no crap. That's just how he is. He's not gonna let people, talk down to him, and he's just gonna sit there and let you talk trash to him, and he's not gonna back it up. And to show it that in 2016 to 2017 season, this dude averaged 27 points, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds and 6 assists that season. So he's a well-balanced player. He can score the ball really well for a guard. He's like a scoring point guard, but then he can also rebound the ball pretty well, and he can distribute it very well. Now, is he going to go out there and average a triple-double like Russell Westbrook? No. Is he a floor general like Chris Paul? No, but for his position, he gives the Portland Trail Blazers a threat from a scoring position at the point guard spot. Now, it just turns out that he's 6'3". I believe if Damian Lillard was like 6'5", 6'6", he'll be a 2-guard, and he would be pretty much unstoppable. But you can say that about a lot of players, but he's been able to do the most that he can with his abilities at his size. And that's what makes it so remarkable. And he's played for a pretty long time. As I said, he was drafted in 2012. And since then, he's had a pretty illustrious career. He's done a lot of things. He's been, he's been on all-star teams and so many other things. The thing that I think that's missing from his resume is an NBA championship. But that's missing on a lot of people's resumes. A lot of people, it's really hard to win a championship. And it's really cool to see a player like him that decided he wants to stay in Oregon. He wants to stay in Portland and try to win with that organization. Nowadays, with all the player movement and so many players switching teams all around the league, it's really refreshing to see a player that came in with the team that he started his career with and actually want to finish his career with that team and go through the process. Some players, they'll play in a particular city with a particular team for a few years, see that it's not really working out, and then decide, hey, you know what, I'm going to go play in another team. But Damian Lillard is completely different, and I think that's why his running mate CJ McCollum also decided to have a contract extension with the Portland Trailblazers. So that's what makes what they have going on in Portland really, really special. Now, this year, my prediction for the Portland Trailblazers and Damian Lillard, he's going to have another amazing year. I think he's going to average over 26 points this year. I think that because there's so much balance in the NBA this season, the Portland Trailblazers are going to make a lot of noise, and he's going to be one of the main reasons why that's possible, because he's such a good basketball player, and he doesn't really have any drama with him. As long as he's been in the league, we haven't heard anything about him. I mean, I haven't heard any drama with him, any crazy stories about him. He just goes about his business of balling and giving it to dudes on the court. And I think that if he continues at this rate, at this trajectory, he's going to go on to be, of course, he's going to be a Hall of Famer, but I think he needs to do a lot more. He needs to have more All-Star, to make more All-Star teams. He definitely, needs to get his stats up there, get his assists up there, his points up there, do well in the playoffs. He probably needs to make a finals appearance. And I think now in the West is more open than ever for most teams to get into the finals. Not like before with Golden State really dominating, the field, and you knew every year that they were going to go to the finals. I mean, for Christ's sake, they went the last 5 years, but this year is wide open, and I think Damian Lillard is going to remind the league why he is one of the best players in the world. So that's my take on it. I think Damian Lillard is going to have a monster year because he's a really great basketball player. So if you're a Damian Lillard fan and you love the Portland Trailblazers, make sure you hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you agree with what I just said, make sure you let me know in the comment section below if you think this is going to be a really great year for Damian Lillard. If not, let me know why. And with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. This is Charles here from Dreamers Pro. We're wishing you guys a great day. Peace.